I will put this session in the YouTube maybe tomorrow morning. So that one also will be helpful to you for refer back on what we has done in this session. So you can recall on your speech what are the problems you on your speech and what are the lapses. That's why I'm putting those videos in YouTube. If someone else joining for this session via your laptop or maybe your PC, you also having this recording option, please let me know. Then I will allow from my side. So you can have a copy of this session that will be helpful for your learning purpose. Okay, it's already time to start. We have 6 participants right now. Most of the participants are our regular participants. So usually this session conducted by Kasun, as you all know, but today I given free time to Kasun because he said he's not available this time for today's session. So that's why I'm here for you. Whether we are having one new participants today, I will explain. This is our regular session which we are conducting daily basis. As you can see in the screen right now, they have set of numbers. Our regular members already knew that. So you have to pick a number from here. Then according to that number, there will be a kind of question today. As most of the days today also we are having kind of cue card questions which is coming in as speaking part 2 exam part 2. So these cue cards are, I can say all these cue cards are kind of same kind of cue cards are there, means most of the cue cards are repeating again and again. If you refer back what kind of cue cards has given within last 2-3 months examination, so all these cue cards are repeating again and again. They don't have any pattern, but if we can be familiar with these cue cards, it means whichever cue card whichever cue card type of question coming in your exam, it will be definitely a cue card which you have seen in these sessions. Maybe it might become directed to you, or maybe someone else might talk on that cue card topic. But anyhow, you will be familiar with that topic. That is the main point. That is the objective. And all of you will have get a chance to speak up. If any of you have any questions regarding our speaking sessions, maybe cue cards, maybe regarding part 1 type of question, maybe part 3 type of question, anything you can ask from me. While speaking, all others, please turn off your microphones, and once after I'm asking to get you a chance, please come forward and don't take too much time, as we are using a free version of the Zoom. It's better to utilize this time in a proactive way. So I also don't need to waste any more time. We can start directly right forward. Who would like to take the first chance? I don't need to mention your name if someone would like to come as the first candidate. Any volunteer?
Yes, sir. I'm
Great.
Rasika.
Great, Rasika. Really appreciate. Okay, please
Thank you.
pick a number.
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay. Okay, your question is, describe a time you had to wait in line for a long time. You should say when it was, where you were, and why you were there, and explain how you felt about it. This is a kind of familiar question when we consider in last 2-3 months, isn't it, Rasika?
Sorry, sir.
Did you get the question? Did you understood?
Yeah. I
Okay.
understood.
Okay, then
Okay, sir.
take your 30 minutes, sorry, 30-second time, then after you can start. And
Okay, sir.
meantime, Rasika is been preparing. If you have a piece of paper and pencil with you right now,
Yeah.
that will be really beneficial to you, because try to utilize these questions same as in your real IELTS exam. So once after you got your question, I am giving you 30 seconds time. So utilize that time to manage your speech, like arrange your speech. You can write down what are the things you are about to speak up, and what are the main topics. So in that way you can arrange your speech. So in real IELTS exam also you will get this paper and a pencil, so you can practice same thing in here. So otherwise you can directly take your question and start to speak up, but better we practice in same way which we have to go with our real IELTS exam. That is one suggestion from my side. Okay, Rasika, if you're ready, you can
Okay,
start.
sir. Sir, shall I start?
Yes, Rasika, please go
Sir?
ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Um, well, there are several time in my life that I have to wait in line for a long period of time. Uh, However, today I would like to talk about one special moment that I had wait until long time to complete that task. Uh, that task. That incident was happened very recently when my husband and me uh, prepare want to uh, make a passport for our son. Both of us prepared the document that need to uh, um, make a passport, and then we went to the immigration and migration office in Sri Lanka, located in Battaramulla. Um, and the day that we went there is a huge queue, and there are so many people in that office to make their passports and all the other things. So therefore the queue is very long, and there are number of queues in various counters. So my husband and me want to come back to our office also, but unfortunately we hadn't had any chance to come back, since there is a huge rush. um, and uh, and also I can remember uh, that time. My husband and me are really disappointed, because the waiting in a long queue is sometime very feel very uncomfortable and also time consuming for us, since we have to manage both personal and professional life as well. Therefore I think that incident gave me a lot of troubles and some feelings about government service that are works in not very much arranged way, but I think that is mainly because of the so much crowded, and there are more applicant for making passport, but the number of government officers in that particular office are limited, and that may be a reason. So even though I feel uh, some irritation with that incident, I think everyone should support to overcome these problems. And however, that's the time in my life I had to wait for a long time with trouble. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Rasika, thank you for your energetic start as well as for your speech. So, Rasika, one thing I noticed on your speech while you speak, one thing is you sometimes you talk on present tense, sometimes you talk on past tense. So,
Yeah.
please consider about that one. Apart from that, everything was perfect. You can really, you have really good, you are in a really good level of speech, and definitely you can improve your speech with the time frame. So please consider all those small lapses. Definitely you can read off. Thank you, Rasika.
Thank you, sir. I should say that Mr. Kasun sir also mentioned that in my previous speaking practice,
Uh-huh.
the problem is that the present tense and past tense.
No, Rasika,
That's the
actually, it's a kind of common thing. I also sometimes
yeah,
doing same mistake. So, but the thing is, when it is coming to IELTS, we should really careful about all these things, whether they are checking our. Maybe do you know how they are giving marks on your speech? I mean, in IELTS, do you know the criterias?
uh, yes, sir, I know.
Okay, so there is one criteria regarding your grammatical
Yeah,
uh,
range and accuracy. Yeah,
yes. So in that part, definitely they might reduce some mark.
yeah,
So regarding pronunciation, there is no any issue, and
yeah.
for fluency, there is not much issues. And when it is coming to lexical resources, I feel if you can bring some new vocabularies, bring some new words to your speech to make it more beautiful. So that will be better, but
Mm.
it's a suggestion only. Apart from all those things, that is the only thing I notice when you speaking. So
Okay, sir.
don't worry about that one. Definitely you will be rid of
Yeah.
all these issues. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, before going to the next one, let me know, is there anyone who is about to enroll your IELTS exam in this December? Is there anyone?
Yes, sir.
Rasika,
Yes,
you?
sir.
Yeah,
Rasika and Pradeep.
30.
Okay, did I conducted any mock test for any of you, Rasika, Pradeep? Because I conducted some mock test for December candidates. So any of you was there?
I couldn't
No, sir.
participate.
I also
Okay,
couldn't participate.
both of you couldn't. Okay, Rasika, whether you already taken your chance, but don't leave, stay till the end. Pradeep also, I will keep you till
Yeah.
the end. If there is enough time, I will conduct a mock test for both of you rather than going with cue
Okay.
card. That will be really helpful
Uh,
for you. So we can continue
okay.
with the rest and the end. If there is enough time, definitely I will do that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's move to the next one. We have, who would like to take the next chance? We have Dino. Hello, Dino, as usual.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Good evening, Dino.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Please pick a number.
Okay. Can I pick number 9?
Number 9. Okay. We know 9 is the kind of blessing number. Okay. Describe something that was broken in your home and then repaired. You should say what it is, how was it broken, how you got it repaired, and how you felt about it. Take your time, if you have a paper and pencil with you, try to write down, because I am saying that repeat again and again. It will be really helpful in your real IELTS exam.
Okay, sir. Mm, there are so many. There were so many things are broken in my home. So among those, I would like to talk about one thing today. That is a flower pot. It is. It was very nice flower pot, and it kept on uh, it kept on my room table. So uh, I I used it as as a main decorate item in my room. So uh, I bought it our festival in our church, and it consists with it it had made by cement or something. I don't know exactly, but I loved it so much. Uh, One day my pet is a pet is cat, so it very close by me, but one day he jumped over the uh, flower pot and onto the table. After that it rolled up and fell down. After that it was broken. So at that time, I felt disappointed because I loved it so much, and day by day, filled that pot with fresh flowers. So, uh, but Kitty is my favorite, my pet, and I loved him also. So actually, I couldn't repair my flower pot because it totally broken down. So I tried it, but I couldn't. After that, I made my mind. I will get. I will buy same flower pot by another day. So actually, after that, I fa- I um, after that I make my mind, and I get it. Thank you.
Okay, Dinu, thank you for your speech. Actually, that is a kind of common experience most of us can experience if there is a cat in our home. So I also has faced that same experience with our cat. So that was a really interesting speech, Dinu, and also regarding apart from everything regarding your voice, you are having a kind of likable voice to listen. So really, I really like that because I don't know, maybe it's about your voice or maybe about your tone, but whenever you are speaking English, it's really likable. That's a good thing. This is not something regarding the marking criteria of IELTS, but this is kind of common thing I mentioned. So apart from that, everything was perfect, and the way you uh, way you explain regarding the certain incident, so really nice. So you like we can imagine when you are explaining all that incident. So that's a kind of good thing. um, slightly some mistakes was there. It's not something to mention. Definitely, with the time, you will be better on his speech. So thank you, Dino.
Thank-
Okay, let's move to the next one. Charming. We are having Charming. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Charming. Please pick a number.
11.
Charming, your voice is not much clear. Maybe it's coming like from so far. Can you talk a bit loudly?
Hello.
Ah, yes, now okay.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Number 11.
Number 11, okay. Okay. Describe a skill that you learned from older people, and you should say, what is the skill? Who did you learn it from? How did you learn it? And how do you feel about it? Take your time, Chami. Chami, are you ready?
Okay, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
I would like to share my experience that I learned from older people. Uh, that I learned from my grandmother when I was in my childhood. I was used to with her. She was very kind lady, and she always trying to give something to us. And now we lost her, and we lost her. Uh, uh, my parents left me with in my grandmother's house when I was at about five, and because my father and mother both went for work, I had to stay. I had to stay with her. So she used to do uh, gardening in her garden, and I was watching her, and I watched her, and I learned from her. She had a green finger, then she grew vegetables, and also she grew some uh, attractive flowers in her home, in a house, even indoor and outdoor. So I watched her and I learned how to make flower pots and how to make those kind of things with my own. Uh, she had some flower beds with roses and some small tiny flowers. It was very attractive to see, and butterflies was also used to come to the garden. So I learned it from her how to make the pots and how to fill them with soil, and what type of soil I had to use to fill it. So all things I learned from her. It was very interesting to watch how she doing those things. She gently taught me everything, and she told me that it it is a good skill that everyone should have. So I gained it from her. Uh, I feel nowadays most of most haven't such skills to do uh, ho- uh, in houseworks. So I think it is a very important skill that everyone should have. Uh, Sometimes she asks me to do something with my own uh, without her interference. I think that is the very that is the thing that I learned everything from her, especially gardening. Thank you.
Thank you, Chami. Actually, it was a really nice speech, and most probably, the way you covered all these sub questions, really nice, because you didn't repeat these questions. Instead of that, you covered all these sub questions in nice way. So you, in your speech, you has a nice arrangement. Really nice, Chami.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next, move to the next one. Yeah, having, is there any volunteer? Lakshika. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Okay, Lakshika, please pick a number. Lakshika, can you pick a number?
Yes, sir. Number 6.
Number 6, okay. Okay, describe a time when you received money as a gift. You should say, when did you receive it? What did you do with it, and how did you feel about it?
Okay, sir.
Take your time. If you have pencil and paper with you, try to write down what are
Okay,
the
sir.
things you are about to speech. So in that way, you may arrange this speech in a better way. Which number you asked for me? Sorry, I came back to the first page.
Number 6.
Number 6. Sorry. Okay. In the meantime, she's preparing herself for the speech. This session is about to finish within 8 minutes, as we are using P version. Our regular members are already aware about this. So whether we are having some new members, Once after finish this session, after 8 minutes, please click the same link which I have shared for this Zoom session. Then we will come back as a new session. Don't leave, otherwise you will miss your chance. Okay, Lakshika, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh, there were many times I have received money as gift, but there is one time I uh, I have remember at the age of 20 I received some large amount of money as a gift from my sister, because uh, at that time she was doing her first job and get her first salary. Then she received some amount of money as a gift for me. Um, uh, Actually, at that stage, I was used to reading books. So I was planned to buy some new books. Especially I love to read some uh, novels. Therefore, I bought some novels from that money. Um, mm, uh, Especially mm, I, mm, I bought 5 or 6 books. I 5 or 6 books, and I share with my friends and read them. Um, mm, uh, at that time, I felt if someone can give money as gift, we can use that money. Uh, what we can accept. Accept. Sorry, sir, my baby was wake up.
Okay, Lakshika, please go.
Sir, can you comment? Actually, I am new for this group.
Okay, Lakshika means I think this might be your first day, is it?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so whether it is your first day, I can say it was really nice speech, Lakshika. Because I didn't notice this is your first day or you are a beginner for speech in English. So I can say it was really nice and a nice start. Uh, you will definitely improve your speak ability. You are in a very good position right now. Some small things I noticed. As I mentioned for the previous member, some tenses issue was there. It takes some time to practice with the right tenses, and also some grammar mistakes was there. So don't think in detail too much. So with the time, it will take some time, as I say. So once after I put this video on YouTube tomorrow morning, most probably, please watch it back. At least watch it back your own speech to identify what was the gaps in your speech. In the same way, you can rectify your own gaps and lapses. And in future onward, you can try to minimize those lapses. So in that way, definitely, Lakshika, you can enhance your speaking ability. Thank you for your chance.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Would like to take your chance? Any volunteer?
I would like
Pradeep, I would like to keep you till the end to give a chance for a mock test if it is okay for you.
okay, sir. Okay, right, sir.
Okay, thank you for your come forward. And I think, okay, I forgot that we are having only two minutes left for finish this session. I mean, automatically finish this session as it is the free limit which we are taking. So after that, you have to come as a new session. Before winding up for this part, is there any question from your side regarding speaking or regarding cue cards? Anything? Any new members, do you have any questions to ask from me? I hope no. Okay, then I will stop this session from here.
Talk about
Okay, go ahead.
visit that place, visited a fishing area. Uh, I last month when we traveled uh, near the Gold Road, we arrived in Beruwala. At that place situated in Kaluthara town. At that time, we had seen lots of fish markets in that area. People are gathering that beach, and they are try to catch up more fishes in that time. At I previously I didn't know about that area. At that time, I knew about it, and at that moment, we traveled with my husband, and we stopped our vehicle and went to see that fish market, and everywhere had dry and fresh fish, and uh, some people were bargaining and buying fish for their essential things. I thought I had to chance for buying every type of uh, fish to our 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 necessary things. Uh, it was a good experience for both of them, and we had no no ideas before going there, but we like to choose fish for that moment, and we bought a lot fish for week consumption. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mangalika. Actually, I don't know how to comment. That was a really nice speech, Mangalika, but I noticed something. You are really trying to talk on a correct way without making any grammar mistakes. So I think that is the case. You I feel like you are taking too much time in between words to think which word you have to speak up in the next. So I feel like that is not the issue actually. That's a good thing as a as a practice. That's a good thing, Mangalika. Really nice. It will be really helpful you to be correct in your grammar. So in future, once after you be better in speech, I mean you be better in fluency with this practice. In future, definitely you will be a great speaker, same as a native speaker. Mark my word, definitely. But it will take some time. Don't worry. Please carry on the same thing. Thank you, Mangalika.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Mangalika done. Lakshika done. Okay, we have our Chami done. Chaturanga is there. Chaturanga, good evening. Hello, Chaturanga. I hope is not there. Then we are having Shanaka. Shanaka, I know this is your first day. Good evening, brother.
Good evening.
Okay, would you like to pick a number?
I would like to pick a number, sir.
Number
If it is
7.
okay.
Okay. Yes, of course. Okay, your question is describe an object you find particularly beautiful, and you should say where is the artwork or object, how was it made, what does it look like, and explain why you find it particularly beautiful. So this is your question. Chanaka, as you was in the since the beginning today's session, I know I think you already know what is going on, and you know you have to talk on the topic, and you are getting 30 seconds for preparation. Then after you can start your speech.
Yeah. Shall I start?
Yes, Chanaka, please go ahead.
Uh, so few years back, I was traveling to Colombo for my institution. Meanwhile, I traveling to Colombo, I found that there was a art gallery, and when I see that art gallery, there was a special paint was there. When I see that paint, there are particular colors was there. There were like actually blue colors, and there are multiple colors was there, and there was a signature was there for a particular artist that was drawn by, and the specialty was there is it's like kind of a, a man and a beautiful girl was there in the paint. Uh, there was something was there for a beautiful reason is kind of a paint and how the shapes was going on in the paint, and the how the artist used the colors as well, because there are kind of particular uh, surface there and rectangles there for that paint, and that's why I felt that was so beautiful. And it's look like uh, the artist use many objects for the beautiful for a kind of a particular reason, and it seems to be a kind of a pencil art, and but the thing is it was different uh, when we are going to deeper. It was not actually, it feel like a pencil art, but when we are going to the deeper, it was done something different from by the artist. That's what it gets beautiful. I think that's it from my end.
Thank you, Shanaka. Actually, whether this is your first day, you done a very nice job. Shanaka, can I know, are you about to enroll your IELTS in near future?
Yeah, I think another 2 to 3 months I'm trying to be enrolled.
Okay, okay. Actually, there's nothing to mention. You are in a really good position, Shanaka. Please keep going. At the time you are facing to IELTS exam, definitely you will get a really nice band score for speaking. Please try to engage with our sessions, so then you will be familiar with cue cards and part 1, part 3, all these questions as well. So it will be really helpful to you. Thank you again, Shanaka. Okay, let's move to the next one. I hope apart from Pradeep, everyone was done. So whether Pradeep is about to enroll his exam in this month, I would like to give a chance him to have a mock test. It will consume around 30 minutes max to max. So if you would like to listen to that, if you like to see how a mock test is happening, I mean how the real exam is happening, so you can stay and listen to that, experience that. Asika, I would like if you can also stay here and see what is going on, so it will be really helpful to you, as I know, because I'm trying to do this for everyone who is enrolling their exams in the near future. So if you feel sleepy, you are free to go. Otherwise, you can stay and listen, see what is going on. Pradeep, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I need two minutes for ready be ready myself, because I didn't prepare for a mock test. I need to find out some questions in YouTube, sorry, internet. So give me 1 or 2 minutes,
Okay.
okay? Don't leave.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Pradeep, can you see my screen now? I'm in actually a web browser, not in a presentation. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I will choose a question for you here. Okay, got one. Okay, Pradeep, from now onward, I am predicting, I mean, I'm acting as your examiner and I will try to give you the same experience in your real IELTS exam, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Pradeep, my name is Lakmal Madhusankar. Can you please show me your passport?
Okay, sir. Here, this is my passport.
Okay, great. Okay, Pradeep, I'm going to ask you some general questions, okay?
Okay, sir.
How important is the internet to you?
Actually, nowadays, internet is very important in terms of gaining knowledge to me because of my works is mostly based on technology. So as an engineer, I want to update new technologies every time. So internet is the only method I can improve my knowledge with the latest improvement in the world. The fastest way is the internet. So internet is very useful to me to gaining new knowledge in the terms of technical and entertainment, new films and new songs I can get via the internet. So internet is
Okay,
very important,
okay,
not only me, so all of us.
okay, Pradeep. Your next question. Do you use the internet more for work or in your free time?
Actually, I use internet for my works basic more than the free time. So because these days our country is in a very difficult situation, so our companies are in a very difficult situation and putting us very stress for finishing the work. So these days we are doing works for long times in the day. So with that, a lot of works we have to use internet very often. So earlier I used the internet for my free time is watching films and seeing articles and reading articles and those things. So nowadays I am using internet for my works basically.
Okay. Do you think you use the internet too much?
Mm, I think sometimes I use internet too much, but with if I feel that I'm using internet too much, and if I feel that it's stress, then I uh, take a break and do little exercises and cycling and other things. Then I manage that stress. So I think that I use internet too much
Okay, okay, okay.
because of this.
How will the internet develop in the future?
I think internet most probably internet will control all the world in future because now everything is uh, done in most of thing done in internet because if we at the office we can control our house lighting and house AC and other things also in internet and in a office culture we can't do the works without internet and for also students they can learn very fastly with the internet because of the new knowledge so many new books and new articles they can touch
Okay,
with internet.
okay,
So the internet is very important, I think, in future.
okay. Uh, are there any negative things about the internet?
So many, I heard so many negative things because nowadays artificial intelligence is very popular and so many people tend to do uh, trading, online trading, internet. So there are so many scammers with trading platforms. They steal money from with using these technological facilities with development of the internet. And other thing is bad things like bad films and negative games popular in the internet among the students. So the students will face difficulties when they are studying. Actually the most effective way in studying is following a book and the practical way to doing practical way to studying. But with internet we have a lot of effectiveness as negative thing also.
Okay,
So
Pradeep.
nowadays negative thing is most higher than the positive things.
Okay, Pradeep. That's all from the part 1. Now we are going to the part 2. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I'll provide you this paper and pencil if you require. So you can write down anything if you require. So your question is,
Thank you.
describe a family member that you get on well with. You should mention what their personality is like, what things they like doing, if they have any strong dislikes, and say why you think you have a good relationship. Can you see the question?
Yeah, speaking part 2.
Speaking part 2, practice 13,
32.
13 2.
13.
Yes, family.
Yes.
So here, as this is a mock test, you are getting 1 minute time for preparation.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, the family member most get on well with my life is I like my grandfather. He has very big personality in my village. He's most occasions he is act like a leader of that village. So he's he has a very big family. Um, he has he had 11 children, and he had 4 sisters and 3 brothers. He was act as a father of all, helping all of his sisters and brothers, and he educated his child in a good manner, and everyone is now working as government officers in a big position. So the most the most of the works he done with agriculturing. He's a farmer and a very good farmer, and most works done with income of that those things. And he done a lot of charity works. He was a leader in the temple also. The most important projects done by him in our temple. So I like his character because he followed in uh, he followed his life the in following theories of the Lord Buddha. So that is, I think, we have little time in our life, so we have to follow in a good manner our life. And he don't like wasting time and consuming alcohol and those things. So he helped a lot of people, a lot of persons in our village to get rid of alcohol and um, other bad things. So he helped a lot of people to develop their farming, and I think he's my uh, my admiring character in my life. So uh, that is the thing I have to say about these questions.
Okay, Pradeep. So I am going to ask you some few more questions regarding the same question. Let me open part 2, practice 13.2. Okay, let's go. Is family important in your country?
Yeah, it's very important in our country because we have a lot of culture in we followed we have a lot of Buddhism people in this country. So according to the theories of Lord Buddha's, family is very important to us.
Okay. Who should be responsible to care for the elderly? Should it be the family or the government?
Actually, most responsible person are the family, and the second thing is the government. The elderly people most uh, the elderly people most consume their time to develop their families. Most fathers and mothers uh, consume their time to educate children and build house and so on. So the children have the most responsibility to take care of the elderly people, and the government is the second. So most people in the age of 30 to 60, they work for government government office, and others are in private sector. So they contribute their energy to and develop the country. So government also have the responsibility to looking after those people.
Okay. How has the size of the average family changed in your country in the last few decades?
Mm, the size of the family actually it's reduced drastically because my father has 10 has 10 sisters and one brother. That means 12 members in the family rather than father and mother. So in my family, I have only one brother. So nowadays, so number of children, fathers and mothers have drastically reduced in last decade. although we didn't develop that much in the previous one or two decades. So they have good good family. Most families have nearly 10 members, and they anyhow they manage with farming and doing other things. But now we told that we are in a much some developed stage, but according to the family size, we are lacking in the number of members. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to the roles of different family members. Should husbands and wives have different roles within the family?
Yeah, actually, husband and wife have to act as a different roles, because if a husband do only husband works, going works and earning money and uh, uh, going shopping and brings day-to-day needs, but he have to do the works of the wife also. Like if wife has illness, like fever and other things, he have to cook also and look after children and washing clothes also. Likewise, wife also have to play in a husband role, because if husband has have to move far away to his works, she has to go shopping and buying everyday needs, and uh, accompany students should uh, accompany to schools, and those things she has to do. So finally, those two also have to play the role of other in sometimes.
Okay, Pradeep, that's all. Thank you for your participation, Pradeep.
Thank you, sir. Nice to talk with you, sir.
Okay, that's how actually they are. Okay, almost all of our members still there watching this session. So I didn't ask all these questions which you can see in the screen. I reduced some questions to be within our time, because our time is getting over. We are having 4 minutes left. So Pradeep, this is the way your real IELTS exam, I mean speaking session going on. This is the way examiner will react on you. So the main thing I have to mention, notice regarding your part one. So I didn't ask all these questions in part one, but in real exam, you will get mostly 7 to 10 questions. And the time you are consuming for answering to a one question is too much. That's why I interrupt you in between. Okay, Pradeep?
Okay.
So
Okay.
in part one, don't take that much of time and don't try to go in detail. So whichever question asking, you just answer for the question directly. It means don't go in detail in the same question, because the part one is kind of general question they will ask from you. And if you go in detail, or if you try to explain further things, definitely the examiner will interrupt you and ask the next question. It means you are not in the track. Maybe you are going too much detail. So try to be time bound in part one. Apart from that, part two and part three, there wasn't nothing to mention to almost it's okay, Pradeep. So whether you are having a few days more, you can practice. If you have any friend to practice, try to practice as this mock test, not as a part like few card type of question or maybe part one question. Try to practice as whole mock test, just same as what we done here. So it will be really helpful you to concentrate in your real exam and be confident in front of the examiner, because you know what will be happen with the examiner. You already have practiced that. That is the importance of having a mock test.
Okay.
Any question, Pradeep?
Um, so it's a part one is not. I have to not go for very detailed. Short
Yes,
answers
yes.
is enough.
Just refer in YouTube. They have so many mock tests you can see also. So just try to understand how they are answering for the part one type of questions. They are directly answering. I mean, they are not shorten their answers, but they are answering what they have to say, but they are not take too much time for that to answers.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for this. Is there any questions from other participants regarding mock test or regarding IELTS, any other questions, or maybe regarding these sessions?
Sir,
Yes, Rasika.
when my mock test can be done.
Tomorrow morning.
Okay, sir. No issue.
Okay, I will let you know. Please leave a message in WhatsApp, because I can't find you in
Okay.
WhatsApp. Please leave a message.
Okay.
Okay, then.
In
Yes.
sir, the personal message.
Yes, personal message. Then I can recognize you in WhatsApp.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
I'll put.
okay, sure, no issue. We are running out time. We are having less than 1 minute. Thank you everyone for your participation. Tomorrow also, most probably there will be a session. Try to join, and this video will be available in YouTube after tomorrow morning. I will let you know. Thank you again. Have a good night. Have a holiday. We'll meet again in our next session. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Okay, yes.
Thank you, sir. This is really helpful for me. So this weekend I have